NBA Game Sports Talk Radio down here on 227 on this Tuesday. Lack, you vibing to the tunes upstairs, man?
Boy, we got all type of music, man. We got everything Black Hip Radio Entertainment. I hope everybody listening is enjoying this music, man.
That's
Got
dope,
music
man.
make you go home and start drinking wine with somebody.
I'm telling you,
man.
This
You know?
man say, we go home and start drinking some wine.
With somebody.
With somebody.
With somebody.
With somebody. You got that somebody following us right
and
now.
a cigar?
Looking at him like, when you done?
Get you a
Because your
nice
phone about
chocolate.
to ring.
It's that
Man,
vibe.
Joe, we down here chilling, man. This is how the player cave ambiance supposed to be, man. It's supposed to be relaxing, man. Everybody supposed to come down here and let their head down and just relax, man. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. Man, I'm glad y'all enjoying yourself. And like I said, I appreciate y'all coming out. We down here chilling, like I said, on this Tuesday, 227. We live right now across the air. Plus, we live on Facebook. You can always call in 708-328-8923. Plus, live on the website right now. So, it'll be available immediately once we done on the website so it can be shared. We touched on a few things. Touched on the NCAA. We touched on the Marcus Peters trades. Plus, we touched on NBA games, the Bulls, Washington. They just was 107 to 104. It's over with. They just lost that. We talked about the NCAA tournament teams to watch out for. I say Cincinnati is mine. Like you say, who? Who your team to watch out for?
Michigan State, Villanova.
Michigan State, Villanova. Who you say yours is?
Team watch out for. I say
Purdue.
Loyola, Purdue.
Loyola, Purdue. Yeah. So we talked about that. We talked NBA basketball. We talked LeBron. We talked Loyola, Chicago. Their first appearance, man. Shout out to them. The last thing before we go, we must talk about it because I've been hopping on it. Anthony Davis. What y'all got to say about my boy, man?
Go ahead, LeVar.
He need to be.
First
give
of all,
him MVP, please.
He's amazing for one.
53 and 18 today.
Number two, man, Pax, go get that man. I don't care if you have to give up your first round picks for the next
him in
3
Chicago,
years.
that would be so motherfucking sexy, man.
And Chris
I
Dunn
would most
is,
definitely be at the game, man.
that would just be amazing.
Him, Chris Dunn, and marketing.
And he
my
from here. Bring
God.
that man on home, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be doing more and be a contender. I like the man's skill set, man, and the fact that he's putting up these numbers again without a Boogie Cousins, man, is speaking volumes. I just wish the man was here in Chicago.
This dude been doing this his whole career, man. Like I said, he the modern day Kevin Garnett. So loyal, so committed, put his heart and soul on the floor.
I think he more dangerous.
Remember when
than
KG was in Minnesota? 40, 20, 15, 5 blocks, 5 steals. You know what I mean? But then lose. And you be like, dang, man, this dude deserve a ring, man. And he finally got it. Anthony Davis deserve a ring, man.
So let me ask you this.
He the new KG, he the modern day ticket.
With you saying that, with you saying that, hold on, let me get this out, Nostradamus, before you interlude. Do he need to leave New Orleans?
Yeah, he gonna have to do what KG did. Ticket said like he should have he was so committed to Minnesota.
You don't like that, do you?
He was so committed to Minnesota because they drafted him.
Nostradamus don't like that.
The man left and went to Boston at the tail end of his career. He had 1 or 2 years left. Imagine if KG would have left in 04, 05 after the MVP year and went over there. Man, that man about 2 or 3 rings right now, man.
You know what? That's a double-edged question for me because my inner Bulls fan was like, I want him in Chicago. For Anthony Davis' sake, he would have to actually leave and go to an Eastern Conference team like
Boston.
He come to the East. He come to the East.
Him in Boston would be the icing on the cake. Like, yeah,
they got Golden State if he go to Boston.
I can see him mending in Detroit too. With Blake Griffin.
With Blake.
But
then what you gonna do with big fella?
With who?
Drummond.
I go get me some quality guards. Use him for stock.
But see, you know what? He worked well with Boogie because
you get what I'm saying? You swapping out a scoring big man for a big man that clog up the hole and rebound and you know he doing stuff. But why keep half the package and you can get a full package.
Right.
Along with Blake Griffin, who didn't found a full package. You know what I'm saying? He looking like Blake Griffin from Oklahoma.
Toronto.
That's another good.
Toronto would be a good fit for him.
Yeah. But you know, like I said,
Them guards, they all defend. You know, DeRozan shooting through. You got Corey Joseph backing up.
yeah.
Lowry. You know, Valanciunas is nice.
I put him in Indiana. Indiana got
You
some
know
nice
what? I was
pieces
just about to
too.
say that. I was just about to say
Indiana
that.
got
I
some
think he'd
real
be having
good
more
pieces.
better.
Well, him and Oladipo together.
Yeah,
ain't
I was just about to
He
say
gonna
that.
have him, Lowry.
and Thaddeus Young.
Well, that he's on down there, but man, I'm at him, Larry, and DeRozan.
Yeah. No, but see, ain't no guarantee because DeRozan's supposed to be a free agent after this.
But
year,
if
too.
you know Anthony Davis coming, I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And you still got Ibaka up there.
Yeah, but then again, okay, that's 2 max spots. Like, okay, like
Ibaka come off the bench.
What if he
Yo.
what if he go to Cleveland?
I'd be mad at him, man. I'd be
I
mad.
wouldn't I wouldn't even fucking watch the NBA at that point. But man,
But how let's entertain that thought. How dangerous would that be though?
They gonna win it. They'll win it. Now, I agree with you if Anthony Davis go to Cleveland, because you know you got Kevin Love, Anthony Davis, LeBron,
somebody not.
George Hill,
I don't see how you make the numbers work that way.
They'll make him work.
and Hood or
They'll make it
JR,
work.
and you bring
Right,
Thompson off the bench, you bring Clarkson off the bench, you bring Hood off the bench,
That and Anthony Davis will make Thompson better.
Cal Cove off the bench.
Well, Thompson would have to go there.
He'll come off the bench.
In a sign to get AD, I can see a sign of trade. Yeah,
If Anthony Davis go to Cleveland, LeBron good.
man.
LeBron good.
It just entertain
AD, bring
thoughts
your
around
ass to
here,
Chicago,
man.
man. Fuck
But
that bullshit.
AD in my, like I've been saying, Joe, he's MVP in my book so far. Even with Cousins healthy, even with Cousins healthy, he was still MVP in my book, man.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean,
If Cousins come back, where he go? When he come back,
when Cousins,
he's out. Yeah,
when,
torn
when
Achilles.
Cousins, when Cousins come back, I'm not gonna lie to you. From his emotional makeup and how he handled things, having and I'm gonna call it how it is. This is a devastating injury. Not only is it devastating to your body, but it's devastating to you mentally. Because if you look around the league, even in other sports, what's been going on? It's been blowing ACLs, and a lot of players haven't bounced back from. A lot of players are not built like Adrian Peterson. A lot of players are not built like Westbrook. You know, a lot of players not built like that.
That linebacker from Dallas Cowboys.
Sean Lee?
No, the young boy
Oh, Jalen Smith.
from Notre Dame.
Jalen Smith. Yeah.
He bounced back pretty good, but next year he got that confidence like
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
And that's why I'm scared about Leonard Floyd with the Bears because he suffered a torn ACL. So, yeah.
And that's my thing. So like with that being said, you got to think about all that.
In Denver with Gary Harris now and Joker. Him with the Joker, Gary Harris, Murray, Wilson Chandler.
Oh, that'd be a killer team.
But the thing is, would you be able to just eat it for 2 years because you're out west still?
I mean, with them in the mix, they only mountain to climb would be San Antonio and Golden State. Everybody else would be just like a look, because Denver has beaten these teams already without this dude. In convincing fact, this dude right here, he should have been an all-star. And to be honest, you can even put him in MVP talk too. The Joker.
Yeah.
What you call him? He's an itch. He's the itch.
Well, that itch ain't no problem at all.
I mean, so like,
That game,
yeah, he's a hooper, man. He's a hooper.
well, that itch cold.
He's a hooper, man.
Absolutely.
On the real. But man, Joe, we'll reach upon the time of that show, man, and what we do. We go ahead and we give our last rant, and we go ahead and give our last thought. Man, it has been a very good show. Even though all the players are not here, we still delivered a good show, man. So who want to kick it out first? What's your last rant, man? Cadillac? Agent Bonner voice.
Teasing me.
Shout out to CLO Square.
Janky
Janky that know everybody.
Janky 2.0.
But his predictions be wrong. But go ahead.
I'm excited about the NCAA tournament coming this weekend. I'm excited about the NCAA football players that's about to do their best to have their lives change forever. Lamar Jackson is the true NFL. Lamar Jackson is the truth NFL. Michael Vick did a lot for the game, and this kid can be better. Stop trying to say he a wide receiver. Stop trying to put him in a slot, punt return, all that. Put that man in QB. Let him electrify the league, have the top jersey sales, and watch him change your franchise. Because this kid got it. Stop being scared of change, and everybody can't beat Tom Brady. This kid ain't going to be nothing like the boy that played at Baylor. The man, Cam Newton, he's similar, but he ain't Cam Newton. He Vic. So let this man do his thing, man. Let this man be great. Stop trying to put limitations on him.
It's up to you. Go ahead, man. He's steady going on with this with that, man. Go ahead.
Man, my final rant is just, I wish we did at some point we start bringing up the point about behind the scenes deals with to get rid of a lot of these kids taking money with the NCAA and the NBA and NFL institute rules to reinforce what the NCAA is doing to get away with certain things. Like, let's start calling out a lot of these real head people with these corporations that got these backdoor deals going on. Whether it's the people that's sponsors like Doritos and Kraft and all the other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's start exposing these type of people, because these are really the people that's running everything and keeping us in a box and selling us these dreams. Like, the sport is great within itself. Let it be that way, because the minute you started trying to control everything, it dilutes it like ice in the Jameson here today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put a lot of it.
Man, what's wrong with the ice in the Jameson, man? I
you
feel
know,
like you taking a shot at me because I got some ice in my Jameson, man.
What
the hell? You know what? He hating because he can't hide none right now.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you go to the bar. You don't want to go to the bar and pay $20 for a watered down drink. You want to pay $20 for the real thing if you got to spend that much. That's my rant. Like, let's call out a lot of these backroom deals that go on, because even with the NBA instituting these rules to reinforce for the NCAA to make their money, you're missing out on the next LeBron James, the next Ben Simmons, the next James Harden, the next KG, the next Kobe Bryant. Like, we had a lot of great players that just went straight from high school. So why tinker with that? Let that be an option. Part of being an adult and manhood is making adult decisions. Don't take that away from them. If you old enough to go overseas to put a gun in an 18-year-old boy's hand and fight a war, he's man enough that if he has the ability to go to the NBA or NFL, allow him the same right.
I couldn't wait for that boy to shut up. Nah, I'm fucking with you, man.
I'm gonna get my crystal ball coming.
Hey,
I'm gonna have my little bond coming up, man.
But man, Joe, I really don't have